guys? I hope you are well. I know your storyboards are due today. They're a few days late. That's fine. We got this project and one other project, and with both projects, I just want you to see. I just want to see that you tried. Just want to see that an attempt was made, and hopefully they're interesting enough. So don't beat yourself up on quality or content. You're going to see a really bad example just to kind of measure your expectations here. And to show you kind of what I'm looking for. But remember, it's pass, no pass. These are meant to kind of just, I want to see that that you try this and it'll up your filming game. It really will. So storyboards is the part of it, right? When you actually study some other director's scene, right? You have a storyboard like this. It's six figures, but you're looking at the angles. Oh, we got it really symmetrical right here. Like you start noticing things. One other thing with your storyboards is something like this. For my shot, oops, wrong way. Sorry, this guy. It's a close up on a guy, and then it cuts to something else, and then it cuts to that same close up. So you can cheat and say it's the same shot. So it's the same shot. Shot number 2, shot number 4 equals shot number 2, shot number 2, shot number 6 equals shot number 2. I do write their lines that they say. So it's Ray saying Vankman. And I know some of you have small families or reluctant families. I would really love it if you can take your family members and get them involved. I think it would be fun. I mean, what else are you going to do while you're stuck inside? I know some people are busy or stressed, so I get it. Use whatever you have. So this is one of my stars, and this is my other star, right? And then I am going to have a third actor, right? This is my backup plan if my family decides not to do it. And I wanted to demonstrate one shot here. So, I have a really squeaky chair. Do you guys want to see my face in these lectures? Because I could do this without my face either. But here's my storyboard, low key. My printer broke, so I actually had to just draw out some boxes. But I did a letter box, right? So he is zapping the ghost as the ghost runs off the camera. And I wrote that all down there in little notes and scribble scratches. I know I have atrocious handwriting. So I did my storyboard, right? And I'm going and I have my storyboard with me and I'm measuring it up. And so with my phone, I'm shooting my entire thing with my phone. What I am going to do is here's the shot from the scene, right? So cuts to this one right here. Ghost is in the middle. Ray's in the far left. Full shot of Ray. And then he's going to peel off to the right of the screen. Right? Just like that. Okay? And so then what I did was I just kind of set that up. I took a little red cord for the laser. And it's framed a little. Now, you're going to notice this is actually shot in a little bit of a wider letterbox thing. If you do have a more advanced editor, feel free to kind of letterbox that and trim and crop that. If you don't, if you're using like WeVideo or iMovie and you can't do that little cropping, don't sweat that too much. But that is still very accurate, right? So let me just rewind this one. I'm gonna move myself out of the way. Blast, right there, right? So here's the original on the right. Here's my shot on the left, and with a little cropping in it right there. It's the same movie. You can't even tell the difference. It's obviously not the same movie, but shot per shot, angle per angle, right? It's a little bit off. He gets a little bit over here. There we go, right? He is relatively sized up where it is. Now, obviously, it's a squatter stuffed animal. I am going to try to crop it so he looks a little bit more like that. So I'm going to kind of cut it off right here. But that shot's there, right? That's it. That's what I want you to do for every one of your shots. If you can't get family members, use stuffed animals. If you don't have stuffed animals, use Lego figures. If Lego figures are too small, paper cutouts. Whatever you want to do to representation. This whole scene that I would be doing with those stuffed animals would be hilarious. But the magic is that when I have this shot here of Raymond, right, with his little laser button, where'd my guy go, right? He is going to be just like, let me get him right. I want to really size it up and put it exactly where he is, like so. Like that, that, right? So with your webcam or your phone or with whatever material you have, try to recreate that scene. Use whatever editor you have. This could be very easy. So that's kind of what I'm expecting you guys to do. Be resourceful with it. And good news is we're not using the school Wi-Fi, so you can use Y2MP3 or YTMP3.cc, or any, just type in YouTube downloader. They're not going to get blocked on your home network. Hopefully your internet speed's not too slow. But like mine was an old 80s movie. It's an SD, so it was really, really small file. So I have the whole file. I will go over how to edit that next week. What you're going to do is you're going to wind up putting the original movie on track 1, and then you're going to take your shots with no sound and put them on track 2. Now, if you have availability, some like iMovie only lets you do 2 tracks, but some have you can do 3 tracks. So then you can take that exact picture and do a picture-in-picture on top. If you can't do that, no worries. But that's what I'm going to be demonstrating. I'm going to demonstrate it with Premiere and with one of the other free editors. I'm not sure. You can email me if you have a preference, and I'll take a vote or something. I hope you're all doing well. Oh yeah, with your storyboards, another strategy is, so I have 2 main actors, right? I have Ray, and then I have Venkman, and I have Slimer. I can kind of mark, like if I go through and write R for Ray and film all of Ray's shots first, right? And then do Venkman and film all Venkman shots. Remember, you don't have to shoot them synchronously. You can shoot them asynchronously. It's our new education word for distance learning. But you don't have to shoot them all at once, right? That's the beauty of editing. Venkman and Raymond are only in one shot together at the end. So if I have 2 different actors, if I have my mom and my dad, right, and I need to film mom at this hour and then dad at this hour, I only need them for like 2 seconds to do one shot, and then I can have them do the rest of the shots at some other time. So keep that in mind. I hope you can get other people, or just get whoever you want. It's Toothless. He's gonna be playing a Ghostbuster. It'll be fun. Pets would be fun. I don't know how coachable your pets are, right? Maybe this could be Slimer. I know. I like to involve my kitten where I can. I just woke her up. She's now very mad at me. And I think that's it. So use your webcam. Do the best that you can. I understand it's not ideal. Use your phone camera, however you want to do. But have fun with it. You're actually going to learn a lot. The storyboarding, hopefully you've already noticed a few things about harkening back to the types of shots. Oh, that was a mid shot. Is this a mid or a close? All those little conversations you're having yourself on how to label it. Remember to label it. That's all good too. That was a quick, convoluted video. I hope this is all making sense. There will be one other project. It's going to be called the video essay. It's going to be very open-ended. It's going to be a lot of choices, but it's going to be basically you discussing something. All right. Talk to you later. Email me if you're stuck. Have a good one. Miss you guys.